Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lessons for Life, your Monday night phone in. The number to call is 07491 751 203. I should really compose a little jingle for that so that people can remember, because tonight we're talking about music and I want to know which songs are getting you through the lockdown. A lot of people have gone back to the record collection or the CD collection, if you remember what those things are. And even look at what's been number one in the charts. It was We'll Meet Again, a wartime classic, and that was knocked off the top spot by Captain Tom with You'll Never Walk Alone. So I will be attempting to play any requests. If you have any requests for me, if I've got it, I'll play it. Or if I know how to play it, I will attempt to, what do they call it? Tinkle on the ivories. And don't worry, this is not it's not genuine ivory, as I'm against all that. But we go to the first caller of the night and say welcome. Who is this?
Hello there, Julian. How are you?
I'm very well. I think I recognise the voice. Who might this be?
It's Nero.
Hello, Nero. The Emperor.
Yeah, the Emperor's back. How are you doing?
The Emperor Penguin. I'm well. I'm well. You're a musical guy.
Yeah, I am, and it's a topic that's I think I must have gone through this topic many a times with my friends and colleagues, and yeah.
And what's your go-to genre of music, and why?
Well, you know what? For me, I just love music that brings me back memories of my youth, my growing up, and especially music that's really influenced me. And you know, for me, it was all about the 80s, early 80s, and at that time, I suppose, you know what? I suppose, Julian, that through the years, I've got my own particular era where music has really influenced me. And for me, like I said, it was the early 80s, and then it was very much the early 90s, and that's about it.
What happened to the late 80s? Where were you at, Nero? You were away that day.
I didn't particularly enjoy the late 80s, all them new romantics and all that. Nah.
Do you think there's something psychological about the turn of a decade that reignites artists' creativity? Like, it's a new era now, it's a new decade, we're going to do something experimental, something groundbreaking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just another number, but the 80s contrasts so much with the 90s, you can recognise it by sound.
I mean, the thing is, of course, about the late 70s and early 80s, there was a transition. There was a lot of angry people out there, you know.
Interesting.
And there was a lot of punk, and there was a lot of ska. Yeah. And there was the mods, the Jam were playing around. And then, of course, the whole new romantic scene came along. And that's when I just started thinking, oh, my God, it's like them and us. And then suddenly the late 90s came about. Late 80s came about, where there was this turn into the old, what I call the old school hip hop. And it was just around that time when people like De La Soul and all the old school Eric B. and Rakim came on the scene.
Rakim?
Yeah.
Okay. And what style is Rakim?
What?
Rakim, is that hip hop style?
Yeah, that was they were fundamentally Eric B and Rakim and a few other guys, like Grandmaster Flash and all these guys. These are the ones, who are credited for bringing hip hop to the mainstream. When I talk about hip hop, I mean I'm talking about old school, what my friend and a good friend of mine calls hippie hip hop. Yeah, with sweet melodies and good rap, great rap. But to be honest with you, Brian, I'm calling you Brian, Julian.
I know Brian's in the chat overly.
Oh, good. Yeah. So, Julian, for me, the music, the song that changed my life was actually a guy. It was actually sung by a guy called originally Paul Vance and Lee Pockris. It was in June 1960. They released it with a guy called Brian Hyland. Okay. It's, I don't know if you remember this song. It's called Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini.
Timmy Mallet. Let's try and work out. How did it go? Sing it for me.
What, the actual song?
Yeah, go on. And we'll
Hold on,
work it
let me-
out. In the key of C.
In the key of what?
In the key of C, I think.
Okay, all right. Okay, so it's something like. Hold on. Let me see. She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was as nervous as she could be. She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was afraid that somebody would see.
Are you hearing that, Nero? Let's check.
Yeah.
What instrument would you like me to play it on?
I think that was perfect.
This is a piano. We're starting with C there.
Yeah.
We'll go down a little, down an octave a little bit.
Okay. That's it. That's it.
We didn't rehearse this, just so that people know. This is off the cuff. And if anyone has a different request, put it in the chat, and I will attempt to work it out.
Let's try and do it like let's do it with it. You know what, Julian, let's make this groundbreaking. Yeah.
Here we go. Right, groundbreaking.
Let's have some sort of let's make it like a piano background. Do you remember the old school garage with a bit of piano in the background?
Oh yeah.
And so why don't you do the piano, and I'll try and make this into a more like a hip hop.
Are you gonna provide the beat for me?
Yeah. I'll try. I mean, if my man Manny was here, he could do the, what you call it? He could do the old beatboxing. He could do the beatboxing.
Get him on the phone. And we've got a friend who can also beatbox, who I know watches this show.
Yeah.
He's
all right. So let's do Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny in old school hip hop style with a piano background.
Right.
Right.
You're going to count me in. Are we?
Okay.
1, 2,
3. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, go on. You go.
4. Okay. Going. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she was afraid to come out of the locker. She was as nervous as she could be. She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was afraid that somebody would see. 2, 3, 4. Tell the people what she wore. Yeah, man. Here we go.
Yeah, something like that. We need a beat. We've got. Where's my beat at? Here we go. That's a bit fast. Slow it down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Any request, give me a call. 07491 751 203. Slow it right down. Slow it right down. Yeah, here we go.
Right. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was as nervous as she could be. She was afraid to come out.
I can't do it now. So one more time.
She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was as nervous as she could be.
We should have practiced this.
To come out of the locker. She was afraid that somebody would see. 2, 3, 4. Tell the people what she wore. Here we go. Here we go. Get on that dance floor. It was an itchy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time.
Right. 5, 6.
Itchy bitsy teeny weeny yellow funky dot polka dot bikini. In the hood we got to see. So in the locker she wants to say 2 and 4. Stick around and tell you.
Enough of that. What colour was the bikini in question, Nero?
I think it was purple, mate. It's purple.
Purple, right.
Yeah.
Well, if you've got an item of clothing that a song reminds you of, and what does it remind you of, Nero? In the chat, Case Docs is saying, hi, evening people. Timmy Mallet in the house. Yeah, Timmy Mallet. Whatever happened to
the reason
Timmy
why
Mallet?
Song, yeah, man. The reason why that this song brought me back memories, is because I remember a lot of my good friends at the time. I don't want to name their names again, but we used to hang around on the streets of Coventry and London.
The mean streets.
The mean streets of Coventry in the and in the estates where we gave them very gang related. Like the LAs had their bandanas. And we had our bikinis, and most of the guys were wearing the bikinis on the other sides.
Yeah,
the ends
that's
man.
That's how it was in the growing up in the ends. But come on, Nero, let's go different genre now. Give me a banger that everyone's familiar with, and we'll try and work it out on the piano. That was Timmy Mallet, Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, #1 in the charts. This day 40 years ago or something like that. Well, give me another
Was it?
one. Give me another one, and
Okay.
we're going to work
I'm
it
going
out.
to give you a tune which you might not remember. It's actually also one of my favourite tunes of. When I said to you about tunes, going from 80s to 90s, a particular song of mine which I always asked for DJ. Whenever I go somewhere, I always ask, people like yourself to play, and people think, "What? Who's this? Who's this guy?"
Special request.
It's a special request.
Your
But the thing
go-to
is,
song.
it's not just a go-to song. It's the fact that it symbolises some things that were happening at the time, and and I don't know if you remember this guy. His name was back in the days. His name was Rebel MC. Yeah. And he was used to sing a song with a guy called Double Trouble. And I don't know if you know the story, but back in North London, it was in the early 90s. Double Trouble actually. Double Trouble actually has gone through some, well, he's dead now, but that's another story altogether. And it was what happened to him. Changed Rebel MC, and now Rebel MC goes by the name of Congo Natty.
Congo Natty.
Yeah, he's in his own right. He sings some. He has some amazing tunes, jungle, drum and bass. But he started off as Rebel MC, and my
Mungo Jerry. Just remembered. Nero, I'm going to pause you because we have a request for a song, and if you know the lyrics, sing along.
Okay. All right.
Let's go for this note. No, wait, hold on. Let's do it on this one. It's Dardasha's birthday, by the way. Dardasha. Happy birthday, Dardasha. In the chat, Dardasha saying, Hassan Radwan, it's not my birthday, but I'm going with the crazy mood, not knowing what day it is. Yeah, happy birthday. Love it. This was a great track. Go on, Nero. Give us your best happy birthday.
Are you ready now? Look, are we going to do this again? Because I've got the lyrics ready.
Yeah, okay. Would you want a beat?
Yeah, I need a little bit of I don't know if you've got the beat. The Rebel.
Here we go. It's gangster happy birthday.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Daisha. Happy birthday to you.
I'm losing it. I'm losing the plot. Another request in the chat was Dance Monkey.
Yeah, Dance Monkey.
I probably have to hear it to play it.
But do you know what, Julian? I think before I go, I need to do this because I want to get this out of my system. So I need to have some Rebel MC because I got the words, the lyrics. I'm ready. I'll just need you to put on a little bit of a beat at the background. You ready for this?
Okay. Well, how fast do you want the beat? You tell me faster or slower, and we'll.
Fairly slowish. Yeah. All right, a nice little beat.
All right, here comes the beat. Is that fast or okay?
That's perfect. That's perfect, mate.
All right, you're in, Nero. MC Nero.
Okay, here we go. Get up. ESC has started. Pump up the house and prove it. Stop. You're the shakedown zone. You like bass? I love it to the bone. Hustle. I got muscle. Time to rock, cause the rhythm is trouble. Dance. Let's go crazy. When you see me, shout. Rebel Mr. Shree. Outlaw, kicking up dust. You know what it is? I'm just shrieked up. So, everybody, take your stuff, shake your stuff. The rebel's here. Shake it. Just keep rocking. What's the last chant? I'm back, brand new, round the mic stand. On the stage, I make it look easy. I'm the rebel, so run, come follow me. Hard, not soft, underground force. Turn up the bass and the treble, of course. Free with the music and you wonder. Is he a Yankee? No, I'm a Sri Lankaner. Tell your mate I'm dropping it rough. You know what it is?
Wow.
I'm just too tough.
Yeah.
Elementary, like ABC. Easy as
for
1, 2, 3. Yes, it's a rebel with a tree. Bust like a ninja, singing like a bee. Like with my public demand. You're now rocking with a one-man band. Go with the flow, moves, jam the nightclub, rock the disco. Funky music, I can't get enough. Know what it is? I'm mixed down. Stand firm, Double Trouble to the background. with the white, the black, and the light brown. That's the old style. This is the new style. Well, you know what it is? I'm just street tough.
Oh, wow. Nero. Amazing. Absolutely. I can't believe it.
Yeah, man. No, let's get that out there. Get the single going. Yeah, let's follow it up.
That is about to knock Captain Tom off the number one spot.
Yeah.
That was MC Emperor Nero with what was it?
It's Rebel MC Street Tough.
Rebel MC Street Tough.
Yeah.
No,
and
no copyright infringement is intended.
Better not be. But the old Rebel MC, I can't remember his real name, but he went to a good school in Harrow, played cricket apparently.
A lot of them do, don't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, and he was I just loved his tunes, and now he's known as, and for those guys out there who love their jungle and drum and bass, you've got to go and check out Congo Natty, right?
We just had an insult from Hassan Radwan. He's saying that it could be a Eurovision entry. Oh, I didn't think it was that bad, was it?
It's not. I think that was that good enough to be.
Okay, well, yeah. If you like,
it could even win it because you know what? However bad it is, it's going to have a chance winning it, isn't it?
Well, that's true. When you see some of the nonsense that has.
And do you know what, Julian? Do you know what, Julian? If they make Sri Lanka a part of Europe, then I would enter for you Sri Lanka in the Eurovision Song Contest.
There is a country that's not in Europe that does enter the competition. And not long ago, they won it.
Exactly.
Triple T is saying, please tell him I want to give him a record label. There you go. Not even a contract, a whole label to yourself. Brilliant.
Hey, Julian, do you remember that spoken word event? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I think I'm going to keep it for the next spoken word event I do.
No, you're a natural performer.
Yeah.
You're a natural performer.
But what I need now is I need to get these guys like Manny and Brian on here, man, because then we have the whole beats together.
Nero, before you go, are you a Father Ted fan?
Yeah, I used to watch it.
Great Irish comedy. In the chat, Hassan Radwan is saying, play My Lovely Horse by Father Ted, which is their entry for the Eurovision Song Contest. And it's such a simple song, I bet we can work it out.
Well, hold on a minute.
Something like... It was something very, very, very basic, and then they
wasn't it done by Divine Comedy?
No, this was a comedy itself. Another song in the request, Massive Attack, Unfinished Symphony. Now, how does Unfinished Symphony by Massive Attack? How does that go? Because they're very sort of psychedelic. Slow starting beat, building. But how do you know how it goes off the cuff?
Hold on. I can't.
See, I need to hear it. I can sort of play by ear.
I can remember some of the words. You know, hold on. The first kind of verse was it. I know that I've imagined love before, and how it could be. I know that I've imagined. Sorry, let me try this again. I know that I've imagined love before and how it could be with you. Really hurt me, baby. Really cut me, baby. How can you have a day without me? Yeah. Massive like that.
Turn it down, we'll get a copyright there. We can only play it on the piano. Hey, hey, hey. It's like that.
Yeah.
I think there's a black note in there somewhere. Does that sound right?
Yeah, nearly. Yeah.
No, that's the beat is all wrong.
I like that.
You're the book that I have opened. Yeah, he's got it in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how the change from that semitone sort of gives it a sad sound. And this is the difference between you. We're going to go technical now. Here's your nice, happy major chord. Drop it down one semitone, and you get a sad note. But why do we regard that as sad? And is that culturally specific? In other countries, would they say, "Oh, that sounds happy"? But it doesn't, does it?
I think that just sounds like some sort of dramatic entrance.
But do you agree on the difference between a major chord, so happy sound, and then drop it down one in the middle, sad?
Yeah, I see the game. Yeah, I see the game.
A lot of, so from the black to the white note is a semitone. From the C to D, there's a whole tone. Do, we call it do, re, mi. That's an octave. From middle C up to the next C. And Western music follows the octave scale. 8 notes make a... But some cultures just have a pentatonic scale. 5 notes. And there's a great video of an African American pastor explaining that the African slaves that came over in the transatlantic slave trade had a pentatonic scale in their music. So most of the songs that are the kind of like the black American spirituals, you can play on only the 5 black notes on the piano. Like Amazing Grace.
Okay. Yeah.
Just the black notes.
Yeah, I got that,
Well, anyway, I'm going wrong there. But you can play nearly anything on just the black notes. Well, certain music you can, DJ Rustler. But you'll find certain songs that they're just there on those 5. And I think a lot of Asian music actually has quarter tones that we don't have. So that really sort of high-pitched, sort of classic Asian sound that's instantly recognizable is so different because they have... Here's the quarter tone. So look, there's C, C sharp. They have a note in between that.
Wow. I'm not that musically inclined, so I'm not sure kind of where all this is going with me. In my head, I'm like thinking, what's all these sharpened chords and things?
Oh yeah, but some people. I mean, I know a little bit about music. Dardasha's saying there's a request for Mohammed Abdo.
Yes.
I've seen him live, but I haven't. I can't remember any of his songs. DJ Russ is saying I worked that out just by playing about. And Kaleem Allah is saying, bro, salam. Walaikum salam, Kaleem Allah. Let's see if you can play along and sing Arabic songs. Lessons for Life. I'm struggling to play Happy Birthday. How do you think I'm going to get along with Arabic songs? But
Julian,
yes.
I'm going to have to go, my friend.
No problem, Nero.
Thank you
for getting involved. You've kicked it off nicely.
Get these guys to sing along with you. Get those beats going. And let's make an album together and do that shit. All right, mate. Take
Christmas
easy,
#1. Thank you.
Okay.
Nero.
Right, bye.
Thank you very much. Yeah. All right. Any requests in the chat, and we'll try and play your favourite song. But Monkey Dance was requested earlier on. I have to find where it starts. Here's an easier one. Pink Panther. Now, Pink Panther sort of starts down low, and it must be like a semitone, I think. Yeah, here we go. I'm getting it somewhere. I might have to play it up here. C sharp. Okay, he's giving me a clue. Yeah, he's right. Thank you, DJ Rustler. I'm going to struggle. I was finding it down here. It's funny. Sometimes you can find songs more easily in a certain key. And Kalim Allah is asking me, am I from Ukraine like Pavlov? No, I'm not from Ukraine, but I do know Pavlov, who is from Ukraine. He's saying F sharp. No, I'm not going to. It's difficult. I think, and you can sort of tell that Pink Panther tune that sort of snakes around up and down is it's going from white key to black key. I don't know. Someone who knows much more about music could tell you exactly why that is. But I think music is fascinating. It's in our blood. You don't have to know what notes are to know that you like them or to know that they sound good. And many of the greatest musicians could never actually read a word of music. They couldn't read a note, but they would learn just sort of feeling it, playing by ear. Of course, many great artists are blind. Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles. And when you lose one sense, sometimes you become stronger in another. And I wonder if the fact that music is in every culture has it, and when something is in every culture, generally it means that it's innate, that it's in our nature to come up with it. We'll all interpret it differently. Some countries have notes that others don't, but we all naturally have an inclination towards expressing ourselves through sound. Kalim Allah saying, bro, play the Titanic song. All right, Titanic. I'll never let go, Jack. All right, let's go. What's This is a very romantic song. Okay, Amlasam is saying Layla by Eric Clapton. Particular. I'm going to need some kind of a guitar. I know the tune you mean. Layla, dun, Layla. That counts as an Arabic song, doesn't it? It's got an Arabic name. I'm not going to. That's going to be very difficult. Try and keep it to nursery rhymes or cheesy songs from films like Titanic, and I might have a chance. Layla, I think, especially as it's originally on a guitar, but someone like Eric Clapton. And Layla is here. Layla Leish is here. Coward of the County, Papute. And yes, that is my name. Coward of the County. I don't know how it goes. Papatwa. Papute. I don't. Coward of the County. Is that an old sort of Western sort of Coward of the County? I'm getting deja vu that it might be some sort of American Western song, a bit like Dolly Parton sound. The classic American country songs are very much influenced by Irish music, and in particular the Scots-Irish or Ulster Scots, who were one of the early waves of immigration from Ireland into the West, the Wild West, as they call it. And Dardasha saying, you want cheesy songs? Baby Justin Bieber. Yeah, let's work that one out. Baby, baby, baby. Oh, I know I can sing it, but can I find it on a piano? Yeah, well, I think I've got it. Baby, 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 oh, baby, 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 oh, baby, 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 oh. Thought you would always be mine, baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 no, like baby. I've lost it. Justin Bieber must be very talented. He must be a talented young man, and he must be about 18 by now. Leisha saying Kenny Rogers. It's a country song. Coward of the yes. Is it about did it go? And everyone considered him the coward of the county. It's sort of I can hear that bit of that tail end of it. Layla, is it something like that? And Kaleem Allah is saying Rocky movie song, Eye of the Tiger. That's got to be easy. What can we? It's got to be some kind of a guitar. No, where's my electric guitar? Yeah, I'm feeling like going for a run, but only 1 hour a day, and no more than once. Yeah, Rocky. What a great Rocky 3 that was. What a great song to get you pumped up. And people stuck inside during lockdown have probably been banging that one out if you're doing any indoor workouts. Good shout, Kaleem Allah. No, I'm definitely not a genius. And Hassan Radwan is saying Hello Ya Baladi by Dalida. I know Follow Dalida, if you know that song. Hello Ya Baladi sounds like a very nationalistic song, but I don't know, is that a national anthem? Someone wants to sing it. Maybe. Can we have a song for Michael Jackson? Do you want a song for Michael Jackson or by Michael Jackson? Because that's two very different things, you know. A song for Michael Jackson might be Baba Black Sheep or Twinkle Little Star. Those are the kind of songs Michael Jackson liked to play before he went to bed. And Hassan Radwan is saying that it's not a national anthem, it's a famous song by an Egyptian singer. Okay, it just obviously had that patriotic ring to it. And Kaleem Allah is very politely asking me that I play Persian music. Hey, Baba, Tarof Nakon. Persian music, there's not one particular song other than the Persian Happy Birthday, which I could sing for you. Tavalod, Tavalod, Tavalodet Mubarak. That's dedicated to Mac, who's probably watching and isn't calling for once. I hope he's okay. That's for his birthday, whenever it is. And a good Iranian friend of mine pointed out that Iran is the only country that we know of that have a different tune for Happy Birthday. Most countries will just adopt the American, or I think it was originally American, Happy Birthday song that we all know as Happy Birthday, which is apparently the song that earns the most in copyright royalties every year, because it was actually a song. I can't remember what it was called, but it became known as Happy Birthday. And in Egypt and other Arab countries, they sing it as Sana Helwa Ya Gamil, Sana Helwa Ya Gamil, which is like Happy Birthday. And funny enough, everywhere I've heard it, it's Sana Helwa Ya Gamil, which is very much an Egyptian pronunciation of the word Jamil. So it's probably from Egyptian popular culture. But they use the Western Happy Birthday tune. But in Iran or Persia, they have their own because they like to be different. And Dardasha is saying, I'm ready to sing Halwa Ya Bladi. Let's do it, but don't say. All right. Well, if you'd like to hear a clip of that particular patriotic song, we have that option available, but I can't tell you how. And Layla Leish is saying that Koreans have their own Happy Birthday as well. And Hassan Radwan saying it's because Egyptians rule. They certainly do, and they ruled ancient Egypt as well. So Koreans have their own Happy Birthday. I wonder, do North Koreans have a different Happy Birthday to South Korea? Because you'd think they would, wouldn't you? Kaleem is saying, I'm from Pakistan. Any Pakistani... have we got that available or not? We might stand by for some live music. Maybe. I'm from Pakistan. Any Pakistani? What is a Pakistani song? From my time in Pakistan, it seemed the popular music was from India, just as a lot of the popular songs in the Arab world, and then the popular films are from Egypt, because Egypt rules. And obviously, Pakistan was once part of India. I don't know if in the 72 years or so that they've been in existence, that Pakistan has produced much of its own unique music. I know, God rest him, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan was a great Pakistani singer who sang in, I think, 5 or 6 different languages. But I can't think of a Pakistani song offhand. We might have a live performance in a minute, but we might not. It depends. Yeah. Well, any more requests for songs for me to work out? I'm try and make it as simple as possible. We could. Well, but there's got to be Michael Jackson. I know. Kaleem Allah saying, you know Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. Well, I know his music, and it's very sort of almost transcendental. Is that the word? Sort of mystifying and wonderful singer. I once gave my mum a Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan CD, and she loved it. But let's try and work out a little bit of Michael Jackson. What could we do? That's hard. You see a lot of black and white notes in there. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. And Hassan Radwan is saying my son-in-law is a massive Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan fan. Yeah, you know what? I think it was... I'd listened to him for a while before I had realised that he'd passed away, which was kind of a shock. It's always strange to find out someone has died years later. But no, he's absolutely brilliant. Um, and he would sing in Persian. We had a request for Persian music, Arabic, Punjabi as well, and Urdu. Yeah, I wonder how your son-in-law uh, got in. Although I think your son-in-law is of a Pakistani background, if I'm right, Hassan Radwan. Maybe Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan is more of a household name uh, in uh, in Pakistani families. He certainly found his name into my household. So yeah, maybe you could share some of the artists from your country that haven't got the worldwide credit that they deserve. Oops, sorry. Some artists, for example, uh, Bob Marley, I would say he's reached worldwide fame, just like the King, Elvis. But maybe that's because I've grown up in the West. Am I just being biased? Maybe there's villages in Pakistan where they're all sat around listening to Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan and they don't have a clue who Elvis or Bob Marley are. But here we go. We might have a live performance, audio only, I think, of Halwa Ya Baladi, and that is by Dalida. So here we go, sound check. I'm hoping this will work. This is from an anonymous singer, and I can't tell you who he or she is, but we're about to find out if they have got talent. Welcome to Lessons for Life's Got Talent, and this was a special request. It's Halwa Ya Baladi, which I think means beautiful, oh my country. Here we go. A one, two, three, arba.
You need to try and play the song though.
Play it then. I hope we don't get hit with a copyright notification. It'll be worth it if we do. Oh, just wait for the advert to go past. Oh, we didn't plan this. Here we go. This is Hello Ya Baladi by Dalida, and it's being covered by someone.
Where is Hassan Radwan? I thought
He's in the air. He's waiting for this.
I thought he was singing.
He's singing into his comb at home. There we go. Turn it up. Sound check. This is why you should rehearse every show. If you've got a song you'd like to sing, the number to call is 07491 751 203. And this is Halwa Ya Baladi, which means beautiful, my country.
Okay.
I don't know which one, probably Egypt.
حلوة وكلمتين حلوة يا بلدي غنوة حلوة وغنوتين حلوة يا بلدي دايما كان يا بلدي إني أرجع لك يا بلدي وأفضل جنبك على طول حلوة يا بلدي. You can finish the rest.
Hello, ya bloody. My heart is full of stories. أول حب كان في بلدي مش ممكن أناش يا بلدي. Sorry, Hassan Radwan, we're probably butchering one of your favourite tracks. But what does that mean to you, Hassan? What is it? It's obviously a nationalistic song, or is it more patriotic? I was expecting some kind of military band performing it, but no, that was lovely and soft. All right, we've got last chance. If anyone wants to call 07491 751 203, maybe you can sing me a rendition of a song that's been lifting your spirits. I know, for example, my mum's been playing Bob Marley, and Hassan Radwan saying it means when I sat on a rooftop in Cairo in the early 80s with my extended family. Yeah. What is it about the early part of a decade? People always seem to remember the early 80s, the early 90s, and we're now in the early 20s. And I think it is about that sort of spirit of rebirth, of restarting something, starting all over again. And music will take a different direction at the start of these eras. That's wonderful. The only real knowledge I have of Egyptian music, it would probably be Amr Diab, and I believe his genre of music is known as Jil, which I believe it means generation, as in the younger generation. I don't know if Hassan Radwan can help me out with that. Is that a classical Arabic word, or is it one of these new slang words that have found their way into Arabic? He's a great influence on me, Hassan Radwan, and a teacher, and I'm often asking him questions about the Arabic language and coming to him with my suspected discoveries of coincidences and links between one language or another. And I'll say, look how that word looks like this word in Arabic. And he'll say, no, it's nothing to do with it. But Jil is good Arabic. Okay, and does it mean generation? Am I right in saying that? Put it in a context. And is it a widely known word, or is it a very sort of niche, specific word? Sometimes foreigners will learn words that are very sort of technical and particular, and they will try and use them in casual conversation, and it will sort of it will sound really sort of incongruent. And Hassan Radwan is saying, by the way, I think that mystery singer, I'd like to thank the mystery singer. It was lovely. He had a beautiful voice. He didn't say that.
So now we're coming back to the mic.
Yeah. No, there was no rehearsal whatsoever. Well done, mystery singer. Yeah, and apparently Jil is a very, very common word. Yeah, there you go. And another. I might be wrong here. Was Kulthum Egyptian? Is she an Egyptian singer? That's from the Jil, or the generation before. I'm not sure what era Kulthum is from, but you've only got to listen to one of her recordings to know that it sounds like it was recorded on a packed out old gramophone. Yes. And Hassan Radwan is acknowledging Kulthum as the greatest. Yeah, people tend to regard her as such. I wonder why she's so unparalleled.
I'm going to give the song to Hassan Radwan, see if he can guess it.
Okay, there's another song coming up, and we're going to see if Hassan Radwan can guess what it is. Mystery singer, are you ready to sing?
I'm ready.
Okay, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Here we go. Another song.
سألوني الناس عنك يا حبيبي كتبوا المكاتيب وأخذها الهوى بيعز علي غني يا حبيبي
I think he's going to recognise it.
أول مرة ما بنكون سوا. You probably have to delete
Wow,
that.
and he's saying, is it Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal? No?
Correct answer. Yes.
Well, I'm stumped. I'm not going to know this unless it's from the early 90s. And Hassan Radwan is saying she sang beautiful poetry. I assume he's referring to Kulthum. But thank you for our second performance of the night. We're going to get one more before we go. Last one.
You're going to have to delete my...
Encore. No, sorry, Hassan didn't get that one. What song was that?
That's سألون الناس. I sang it.
Sa'alun an-nas. Sa'alun, is that ask the people? Sa'alun an-nas. Ask the people by Fayrouz. What do you think of Feiruz, Hassan Radwan? Does she come close to your favourite Kulthum? And what does Kulthum mean? I know is mother. What does the name Kulthum mean? And Hassan Radwan is asking who was that by?
Feiruz.
Oh, Sa'alun al-Nas, ask the people by Feiruz. Is Feiruz Egyptian?
No,
Lebanese?
Lebanese.
Okay, so Feiruz is the Lebanese Kulthum,
Greatest one.
possibly. She's
Oh,
the greatest
yes,
after Kulthum. Yeah. Wow. Feiruz, yes, she's awesome too, but nowhere near Kulthum. Yeah, some things just can't really be compared to, can they? Sinead O'Connor, how about that? Nothing compares to you. Didn't she convert to Islam, having been a crazy version of Catholicism for years? And I'm going to line my outro music, my wonderful non-copyright music lined up to play us out. But we might have one more song.
Can you play something?
Oh
else?
yeah, what do you want me to play? All right,
We can sing
one more
together.
request, and this time I'm going to do it on the piano. What are we going to play? Make it something.
What's your favorite song?
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Bye Bye Black Sheep. Something I can play on the black notes. There's one song I can play that's all right, but there's no lyrics to it.
Can you do all of me?
You need to shout.
Beautiful mind, I'm your magical mystery ride. I'm so crazy, don't be right.
Ooh,
Hands in the water, I'm free.
that's great.
You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you.
Hold on. Keep going.
Of your curves and all
Ha-
your
has so-
rivers
yeah, so many curves.
and imperfections. You're all to me. I give my all to you. You are my beginning, even when I lose, I'm winning.
Rolling the floor. He wrote something in Arabic earlier on which I couldn't read. I presume it was a compliment about your. Oh, look who it was! Oh, it was you.
That would be deleted.
Yeah,
hopefully.
that'll be good.
I-
Don't die as a red one, because we need you for the next show. Samia Alamin
Oh my
is
God, you were
surprised it was
watching.
you.
I thought
Yeah.
none of my friends were watching. I am, Julian, this has to be taken down straight away. I have never sang live in my life, and this would be my last time, indeed.
I'm really pushing.